Okay, so we're here inside Hotel Football. It's chucking it down out there. It's pissing down the rain. So coming here just to round off. Good 4-0 win, man. It was something that was much needed today. Yeah, you can't get carried away because Norwich are rock bottom of the league. But it was about application. It was about how we were going to go about breaking them down. And I thought we did that well today. Saeed said it in his fan cam. One matter. I thought he was the difference today. We always say that his legs are gone or against better opposition in quicker games that maybe it's not the right game for him, but I still think that he still does possess attributes that are much needed. He doesn't lose the class that he has, the vision that he has, the touch he has, and the pass that he had. He sets up Rashford after 20-25 minutes, and that sets us off. Even before that, I thought our tempo was really good. Matic coming in there as well. Calming influence. I thought him and Fred did well to just keep sustained attacks, keep Norwich pending. Literally, Harry Maguire and Lindelof were probably 10 yards into the Norwich half almost at all times. They had no counter-attack apart from towards the end of the half where Cantwell had that shot. So we knew what to expect, and I liked the application. Martial, to be fair, he was off the boil first half. It wasn't quite sticking with him. He was trying to link up with Rashford. It just wasn't quite happening for him, but he kept at it. The first goal came from Rashford, and that is what One Matter does. I thought he was instrumental. Andreas Pereira as well. I was pleased with what he did today. I thought he was good on the ball. His decision making actually was a lot better than it has been in previous games. In a game where they got a lot of the ball, Norwich allowed us to have so much time and space, which I was quite surprised about. I know they're not playing with a lot of confidence right now in the rock bottom of the league, but I thought they would have showed us a little bit more than that. Having said that, it was important for us to put them to the sword and to keep the energy. And you're thinking once that first goal came, you kind of knew the floodgates would open from then. I got to talk about Brandon Williams. I have to. This kid, he's just going from strength to strength. Where we were sitting in the first half, Miles was sitting just behind me, and I said to Miles, every time in the first half when Brandon Williams plays, I'm so glad I sit where I sit, right on the halfway line, about 6 rows back in the Sir Alex Ferguson, and you can just see him going up and down that flank. The willingness with him, which I keep saying in every single game he plays, to get forward and beat a man, even when he doesn't have the ball, to open up space and leave space in behind him, or even if he's coming off that left-hand side to try and make things happen infield. I just thought he was everywhere. He was up and down that flank, defensively sound, and obviously has that passion and that drive and determination to go forward. So I think he's going to be a really good player for us, man. And you're looking at him and Luke Shaw, and when I see Brandon Williams, I just see a player that is fearless. I see a player that wants to take risks. I see a player that is tenacious. I see a player that's more mobile. That's what I see, as well as obviously being younger and fresher and potentially more hungry. I don't know, but that's what I see in him. And for me, I don't think there's a decision anymore. I know that he can't play every single game. There's games coming thick and fast, and he's young. You can't just put a young player in and play them every single game. I get it. It's his breakthrough season. So I'm not saying he should stay inside for the rest of the games. But I think he should be the number one left back. I do. Yes, Luke Shaw's going to have to come in here and there, and we're going to have to rotate. It looks like Ash Young's going to be out the door. He wasn't even on the bench today. For me, it's a bad decision to let him go in January. I wouldn't do that. I would definitely keep him till the summer. He's always fit. He's always ready to go and can fill in across left back and right back. Luke Shaw with his injuries, you never know. And Brandon Williams is young, so he could get burnt out, could pick up a muscular injury. We don't know. For me, I'll definitely keep Ash Young until the summer at least. Let him sign a pre-agreement with Inter Milan, that's fine. But I'd definitely keep him. But between him and between Brandon Williams and Shaw, the output is far greater from Brandon Williams. I'm only calling it as I see. It's not an agenda. It's nothing to do with Luke Shaw being out of not in shape and all of that stuff that goes around on social media. I'm just talking about pure footballing facts. And what I see from Brandon Williams is way better than what I see from Luke Shaw, in my opinion. Good to see Maguire back in today. I thought he marshalled it well with Lindelof. Lindelof, I was impressed with him in terms of his passes forward. I mean, that's what he kind of built his reputation on at United. We've always said he's been quite good on the ball. He's quite a good passer of the ball. And he showed that today. But he did have a lot of time and space to do that, and I expect it. I thought Fred and Matic, like I said, they made things tick. They made things tick. And that leads us into the front three. I mean, he's going from strength to strength. I think that's 14 goals for the season in the Premier League. And he's going from strength to strength. He might not be... What I like about Rashford now, which is actually more of a plus, he might not be in the game in terms of making things happen, taking people on, constantly beating people, but he's getting on the end of chances and he's finishing them, and he's getting accumulation of goals. Well taken penalty as well, which was won by Brandon Williams. And I was worried. I was a bit worried because you saw what Tim Krul done when we played them at Carrow Road. He saved a penalty from Rashford, then saved another one from Martial straight away. Saved one from Aubameyang against Arsenal, which got retaken, and then scored. But so we know he's good between the sticks when it comes to penalties. And to dispatch that how we did, and Krul went the same way, showed what a good penalty that was. And that gets me on to Mason Greenwood. This guy, honestly, there wasn't a doubt in my mind when he picked up that ball outside the 18-yard box, travelled a couple of yards, got it onto his left foot, that there wasn't going to be anything other than a goal. The thing is with Greenwood is that he's just so clinical and he knows what he's doing. He knows where the goal is and he just wants to shoot on sight. I keep saying it every time Mason plays, shoot on sight. And to put that in the bottom corner from there was just fantastic. So 4-0 win, you can't really say much more than that. Brilliant performance, or a workmanlike performance against a very, very poor Norwich side who pretty much looked doomed for relegation for me. So yeah, we roll on to Wolves midweek on Wednesday. I'd love to see Brandon Williams start. Would I go with the same team? Maybe start Greenwood in there, but Mata. That's what another thing I want to talk about is should Mata be used more often? Should he be used more often? He's doing well in these types of games. Surely he can unlock Wolves. Why not? I don't see why not. So, yes, we know that there's limitations in his game as he's getting older, but I still think, when people like Ricky and Miles and other fans do say a lot, that Mata still has quality. It's not like he just hasn't got it. And in effect, he's actually got more quality on the ball than Pereira. Well, Miles better quality than Pereira. He can still pick that final pass. He might not be as mobile as Pereira and get about the pitch as well, but he plays with this, and I think that's fine. I don't mind him playing in the number 10 position. I thought he did well against Wolves at Molineux. He was trying to make things happen, so I think he probably should start. I would start him against Wolves. Dan James coming off the bench as well. That's not what you want to see as a fullback. You're 4-0 down, I think at the time. Was it 3-0? I can't remember. I think it's 3-0 at the time. You don't want to see a Dan James coming on. That is exactly when you want to use his types of attributes. And I thought Solskjaer today got it spot on. He made the right changes at the right time, and what he also did is the application was good. The team he set out was good. Bringing in Mata on that side to have that invention coming off. Mata's not going to stay on the right-hand side and go past a fullback. He's going to come in off that side and make things happen, and that is what he did. So very impressed with him. So big up to Solskjaer for getting it spot on today. My man of the match, I'm going to give it to Mata. 2 assists. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. Closely followed by Brandon Williams and another brace for Rashford. It could have been either of those three, but I'm going to go with Mata. Doesn't get as much game time as the others, but every time he comes in, he's neat, he's tidy, and he knows what he's doing. And 2 assists for him. I think he settles on the way. Mason Greenwood as well, nearly at double figures for the season as well. What a great breakthrough season it's been for him. Roll on Wolves and roll on next Premier League game of Liverpool. Peace. Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos, and if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.